Hello student, let's begin the unit number 2, data and signals. So one of the major functions of physical layer is move data from of electromagnetic signals across a transmission media. So when we are going to sending data from one source to another source, that time this physical layer will going to converting data into electromagnetic signals across the transmission media. So here that data might be any animated picture or from the any design workstation. It might be anything, but that is working with the transmission data across the network connections. So in this data and signals, we are going to see what are the analog and what are the digital signals. First of all, analog data in the sense of what? It is going to refer information that is the continuously, means it is a not break, it is continuously data is present. That types of data what we are going to call analog data. So digital data in the sense of what? It is refers to information that has discrete states. Discrete in the state in the sense of what? It is the break data. So here is one example for analog data. So analog data in the sense of what? It is the refers to information that is continuously. For example, for a watch or clock. So analog clock has hour, minute and the seconds in the hands, given information in continuous form. The movement of the hands are continuously. So in the form of what here? The number of hours, minutes and the second is showing in the watch. It is a continuous direction. So that types of data what we are going to solve analog. So digital in the sense of what here? The digital clock that is reports the hours and the minutes will be changed suddenly in the form of for example 8 5 to 8 6. It is going to changing the 1 minute within after 60 seconds later. So it will give the direct report or information will providing. So that kind of what we are going to data, digital data. So these are the example for what? Analog and digital data. So here what happened? The analog data such as sound made a human voice take on continuous value when the someone speaks an analog wave it create in the air. So this can be captured by the microphones and converted to analog signals or sampled that converted to digital signals. So here digital takes on discrete value. For example, so the data stored in a computer memory in the form of zeros and one. So zeros and one in the sense of what? These are the binary number. So in the binary number, so data is going to representing in the form of what? Zeros and one. So they can be converted digital signal to modulated into analog signals from the transmission across a medium. So this will either happen in analog and digital signals. So in this topic we are going to discuss what is the analog data, analog signals and periodic and non-periodic signals. So analog and digital data in the sense of what? The data can be analog or digital. So the data might be any type of, it might be analog or digital. So analog data are the continuous and take continuous value. So analog in the sense of what? It is going to continuous. For I am given example for what? The analog watch or analog clock. So digital data have discrete state and take discrete value. So it will going to changing the values or data suddenly, it will going to change. So that happens what we are going to call discrete state. For in the now the mobile timing is also, it is going to changing suddenly in the form of digits. So that is the example for what? Digital data. So what is the analog and digital signals here? The signals can be analog or digital. Analog signals can have infinite number of values in a range, infinite range. So in the digital signals can have only limited number of values. So these types of what we are going to call signals. So the data they represent signals can be either analog or digital. And analog signals has infinitely many level of intensity over a period of time. As the wave moves from the value A to B, so it passes through and includes an infinite number of values along its the path. So as digital signal, what happen on the other hand, can have only the limit number of defined value, although each value can any number, it is often simply as 0 and 1. So this diagram we can see in the here what is the comparison of what? The analog and the digital signals. So here what happens, the two comparisons here given, they are, so in the analog signal and the digital signals, so it is represented here two different diagrams. So first one, the A diagram, is shows what? That is the analog signal, it is going to be a continuous manner. So value and time is defining. So here in the B diagram, it is also a digital signal. So in the manner of what here? Discrete manner. So these are the example for comparison for analog and the digital signals. So next one we are going to see what is the periodic analog signals. So in the data communication we are commonly use periodic analog signals and non-periodic data signals. So we are going to use two types of signals, analog signals, which is one of them periodic and one of them non-periodic. These are the two analog signals. So periodic analog signals can be classified as simple or composite. So these are the and this periodic signals complete a pattern with measurable time frame called period. So these three are the contain these periodic signals, and a simple periodic analog signal sine wave cannot be decomposed into simpler signal. A composite periodic analog signals is composed of multiple sine waves. So here what happened in this periodic signals completely pattern with measurable time frame called a period, and it is represent pattern over subsequent identical period. The completion of the one full pattern is called a cycle, and a non-periodic signals change without exhibiting a pattern or cycle that represent one over a time. So this is the difference between this periodic and non-periodic. In the periodic signals, what happen, completely pattern with the measurable time frame called a period, and that represents pattern over subsequent identical periods. The completion of the one full pattern is a cycle, and a non-periodic signals means what here, the signals changing without exhibiting a pattern or cycle that represent over a time. So both analog and digital signals can be periodic or non-periodic. In the data communication, we commonly use periodic analog signals because they need less bandwidth. They needed less bandwidth, and the non-periodic signals can non-periodic signals because they can represent variety variation in the data. So these are the two difference between the periodic and non-periodic signals. So first of all, we are going to see what is the periodic signals. So a periodic analog signals can be classified or simple or composite. A simple periodic analog signals, a sine wave, cannot be decomposed into simpler signal. A composite periodic analog signals is composed of multiple sine waves. So what is the sine wave here? The sine wave is the most fundamental here. So in this, first of all, we are going to see what is the sine wave. So the sine wave is the most fundamental from the periodic analog signals. When we visualize it as a simple oscillating curve, it is change over the course of cycle is smooth and consistent as a continuous rolling follow. So here is the one diagram is given, a sine wave. So in this diagram we can see the how this sine wave is visualized. It is a simple oscillating and change over the course cycle is smooth and consistent in the sense of what here, it is the same, maintaining the same period of time to data in the diagram showing. So same in the sense of what here, so this is maintaining same, this one is, and this one is. So here again it is maintaining the same range, we can say same range, and smoothly and consistently continuous rolling follows. So this diagram is for sine waves. So each cycle consists of a single arc above a time axis followed by a single arc below it. So what is the timing using the above arc? So this one here, what is the timing is using here, that same time will going to be used here in the below. So this is what the sine wave. So here a sine wave can represent three parameters. One is, so in this sine wave also we can divide it in the three types. One is peak amplitude, and the frequency, and the phase. These are the three parameters we are using in the sine wave. One is so in this diagram we can see these three types of parameters here. one is amplitude, one is peak amplitude, and one more is phase. So let us see what is the peak amplitude. The peak amplitude, so here after this diagram, a peak amplitude, the peak amplitude of a signal is the absolutely value of its highest intensity proportion to the energy it carries. So it is the highest intensity. So what we are going to call, so this is the peak amplitude, the highest intensity proposition, the energy it carries. For electric signals, peak amplitude is normally measured in volts. It is going to now measuring is what? The volts. So in this shown two signals and their peak amplitude in the diagram. So here, so it is the of what? The peak amplitude. So we can, so here are the two so the both the diagrams are showing. In the diagram A is showing what? A signal with high peak amplitude, and the diagram B shows the signal with low peak amplitude. So we can note that the frequency and the period are the inverse of the each other. So f equal to 1 divided by t, and the t equal to 1 divided by f. So these are the what? The frequency and the period of the inverse of each other. The period and frequency, the period refers to amount of time in seconds. Here what happened, the period and frequency, the period is refers to amount of time in seconds a signal needs to complete one cycle. So signals need to complete one cycle. A frequency refers to the number of period in its time. Note, the period and the frequency are just one characteristics defined in two ways. The period is the inverse of frequency and the frequency is the inverse of the period. These are the two following formulas we are using. So next one, the two signals have the same amplitude and the phase but different frequencies. So here the two signals are the same amplitude and the phase but the different frequencies. So here the A diagram is shows the frequencies of 12 Hertz and the B diagram signals with the frequencies of 6 Hertz. So we can see that here how the diagrams are this flow of the period of frequencies differ in the two diagrams. So this is the unit of how the period are formally expressed in the seconds, and the frequency is formally expressed in the hertz, Hz. So which is cycle per second. Unit period and the frequencies are shown in this table. So here seconds, milliseconds, microseconds, nanoseconds, picoseconds. So there the units are given, equivalent given, units given again, and the equivalency of hertz, kilohertz, megahertz, gigahertz and terahertz. So they were given the values of these. So here is the some example is missing over here. So here this is the one example here given. The power we use at the home has the frequency of 60 hertz. The period of this sine wave we determined as the follows of what here. If suppose the power we are using at the home frequency of 60 hertz, so 60 hertz in the that is 50 hertz in Europe. So this period sine wave can be determined as follows, where we need to find the t is equal to 1 divided by f frequency. So that is here 1 divided by, that is equal to 1 divided by 60, which is equal to 0.0166 seconds, and which is into 10 raised to 3 milliseconds. So which is answer you will going to get, that is 16.6 ms milliseconds. So this is the solution for this frequencies. So what is the frequency here? Frequency is the rate of the change with respect to time, and change in the short span of the time means high frequency, change over a long span time means low frequencies. So here we can note it, a signals does not change at all time, its frequencies is 0 of zeros. If signals change simultaneously, its frequency is infinite. So what is the meaning of this? When the signals change does not change at all, so this frequency is 0, means there is no changing of the frequency. If the signal changes instantaneously, it means what? The frequency is infinite. So the phase describes position of the waveform relative to time 0. So next one, the phase. So here phase in the sense of what happened, the term phase describes the position of the waveform relative to time. if we think of the wave as something that can be shifted backward or forward along the time axis. The phase describes the amount of that shift. It indicates that the status of the first cycle. So this is what we are going to, the arrow marks what we are seeing, that is the phase. It should be depend on the data. So the term describing position of the waveform relative to time. So it is depending on the time. If we think of the wave something that can shift it backward or forward along the time axis, this phase will going to describes the amount of data is amount that shifts. So it indicate the status of the first cycle. The phase is measured in the degree of radians 360. The phase shifted 360 corresponds to shift of complete period. A phase shifted 180 degree corresponds to shift of 1/2 period, and the phase shift 90 correspond to shifted 1/4 of period. So these are the, here in the diagram we can see the three different degrees are given in the phase. First one is 0th, and second one is 90 degree, and third one is what, 180 degree. So this is the what the phase will flows the data. So here we can say that the sine wave with the phase 0 degree and the 0, the first one 0 starts at the time 0 with the 0 amplitude. The amplitude is increased second one, a sine wave phase is 90 degree, starts at time 0 with the peak amplitude. So here what we are going to call peak amplitude, second diagram. So the amplitude is the decreasing. So in the third one, a sine wave with a phase of 180 degrees starts at time 0 with a 0 amplitude. The amplitude is decreasing. So the another way to took the phase in the term of shift or offset, we can say that a sine wave with the phase 0 degree is not shifted, and second one, sine wave with the phase of 90 degree shifted in the second one. So this one, second one, 90 degree if shifted left by 1/4 cycle. However, note that the signals does not really exist before time. Third one, sine wave with the phase of 180 degree shifted to a left 1/2 cycle. However, note that the signals does not really exist before time. So this is the another way of what the how we are going to shift or offsets. So here is the one example for the sine wave of the offset is 1/6 cycle with respect time 0. What is the phase in the degree of the radians here? The solution is we know that the one complete cycle is 360 degree. Therefore 1/2 cycle is, which is, so 1 divided by here, so 1 divided by 6, which is equal to 1 divided by 6 into 360 degree. So that is equal to 60° into 60 into 2 by pi 360°. So this is the solution for the sine wave of offset is 1 by 6. So this is the wavelength transmission media at the time t and transmission media at the time t plus 1. So this is the direction of the propagation, and here it is showing what the wave length. So it is going to one full cycle. So that is what we can see. This one, it is total start from here and start from end. So this is a one cycle. So here the time domain frequency, so the wavelength is the another characteristics of the signals traveling through transmission media. Wavelength binds the period of or the frequency of the time sine wave, the propagation speed of the medium. So this wavelength we are going to find out the propagation speed and the period equal to propagation speed divided by frequency. This is the formula for wavelength. So remaining I can take in the next video. So I am going to stop here. Thank you.